What the fuck's a Lomi?
He was my friend.
In the next video, we're finally going to go over the overwhelming evidence that Arya Stark of Winterfell will take out the Mountain in Season 8.
The only one that needs protecting is the one that gets in her way.
So it makes sense for us to first review the evidence that, for better or worse, Sandor the Hound Clegane will not win the fight that fans are calling Cleganebowl. The biggest clue is in the books, but there's a huge clue in Season 4. Season 6 and 7 reinforce this. We'll get there, but we have to start at the beginning. Let's do this.
You think you're a hard man? Oh, I know it.
As a little kid, Sandor was playing with one of Gregor's toys, a wooden knight. Gregor flipped out and
he just grabbed his brother by the scruff of his neck.
Press your face to the fire like you're a nice
Juicy mutton chop.
Ever since, Sandor has been known as the Hound. Now, he was never truly evil.
There's no one worse than you.
You never knew my brother. He once killed a man for snoring. There's men who like to beat little girls. Men who like to rape them. Saved your sister from some of them.
He stopped Sansa from pushing Joffrey, saving her punishment. He wiped her blood and advised her how to avoid pain.
Save yourself some pain, girl. Give him what he wants.
He said this.
You can't.
What did you say?
It would be bad luck to kill a man on your name day.
The girl is right. When a man sows on his name day, he reaps all year.
So that Joffrey would not punish her for insolence.
Ask her who came back for her when the mob had her on her back. Left her birds bleeding. Someone take her back to her cage. See to that cut.
He cringed when they stripped her, and he cloaked her in his own cloak as soon as he had the chance to do so. At the Battle of Blackwater, he broke.
Fuck the King's Guard. Fuck the city. Fuck the king. I'm going.
Where?
Someplace that isn't burning.
But before fleeing King's Landing,
I can take you with me. Take you to Winterfell. I'll keep you safe. Do you want to go home?
she said no, and he respected that decision. So unlike almost every man in her life, the Hound let Sansa make her own choice, even if it was one that she would later regret. He was visibly disgusted when Gregor killed Sir Hugh of the Vale because, unlike Sansa, the Hound knew Gregor's lance went where he wanted it to go. The Mountain intentionally killed that green boy. The Hound saved Loras's life, and he disliked the way the world works, how good men die while bad men still live.
Ned Stark is dead. King Robert is dead. My brother's alive.
He kidnapped Arya in order to ransom her, since the Brotherhood had stolen his champion's purse.
I want my gold.
Says it clearly right there on that note. You'll be repaid in full when the war's over.
Piss on that! You're nothing but thieves. I'm taking you to the twins, because your mother and brother will be there, and they'll pay me for you. They're just over the river. Closest you've been to family since Ill and Pain snipped your daddy's neck. No reward's worth this much trouble. We should never laid eyes on you.
But in time, his quest grew bigger. It became more about protecting Arya than the ransom itself.
It's too late.
Who would pass the bloody gate?
The bloody Hound and his traveling companion.
You're Arya Stark,
I asked if you wanted something.
but I swore a sacred vow to protect her.
Why didn't you?
Tell you what, we'll trade you. One of our little chickens for one of yours.
Tell me that's not Lannister gold.
Jaime Lannister gave me this sword.
She's not coming with you.
She is. I'll take you to safety.
Safety? Where the fuck's that? Her auntie in the Erie's dead. Her mother's dead. Her father's dead. Her brother's dead. Winterfell's a pile of rubble. There's no safety, you dumb bitch. Go after her. She'll help you.
I was only trying to protect her.
You and me both.
But it's not all roses. The Hound was a loyal dog.
Last I heard, you were King Joffrey's guard dog.
Walk with me. I want to show you something.
Do as you bid, child.
He followed orders, even though he was disrespected left and right.
If he forgets, be a good dog and remind him.
Away with you, dog. Come, dog.
A loyal dog who followed orders from some pretty bad people.
A man who serves the Lannisters will never lack for killing. I'll guard this king, such as he is.
That's all I was, a coward who followed orders. No matter the orders.
So, he did some pretty bad things. He earned his way onto Arya's list by killing Micah.
The butcher's boy. The ginger.
The butcher's boy. My friend.
I was Joffrey's sworn shield. The boy attacked the prince.
That's a lie.
Not my place to question princes. You rode him down. He ran. Not very fast.
Looks like the god likes me more than your butcher's boy.
Burn in hell!
He helped Cersei betray Ned. He captured Sansa. He killed a knight at King Joffrey's name day, at least in the show.
Oh, there's women in the ground. I put some there myself.
Does it give you joy to scare people?
You're just like me. Killing's the thing you love. Any man dies with a clean sword, I'll rape his fucking corpse! No, it gives me joy to kill people. Killing's the sweetest thing there is.
At least he's honest. And even after fleeing north, the Hound was cold, jaded by life.
Don't kill him!
Dead rats don't squeak. You're a talker.
7 blessings to you.
What do you want?
What do I want? This is my land.
If I'm standing on it, it's my land.
We ask the maiden to protect Sally's virtue and keep her from the clutches of depravity.
You going to do all 7 of the fuckers?
Father!
You got any ale?
Afraid not.
How can a man not keep ale in his home? I'm not a thief.
You're fine with murdering little boys, but thieving is beneath you.
Man's got to have a code.
Yet soon after, he beat and robbed this farmer, breaking guest right.
Aye, he took us in. He's a good man. His daughter makes a nice stew. And they'll both be dead come winter.
You don't know that!
I do know it. He's weak. He can't protect himself. They'll both be dead come winter.
Why did he act this way? Because of childhood trauma. The mountain held his face in a fire, causing extreme fear of fire.
Any of these flaming fucking arrows come near me, I'll strangle you with your own guts.
He lost to Thoros 3 times in melees off screen, and he nearly lost to Beric in his trial by combat, even though the Hound was much better than Beric.
When Beric's sword went up in flames, you looked like a scared little girl.
He froze at the Battle of Blackwater, and if it were not for Bronn, with the best move in the entire show, the Hound would be donezo. He froze again north of the wall. Rest in peace, Thoros Amir.
In half, and I won't be able to give the signal.
I lost half of my men. The Blackwater's on fire.
I know you don't like fire, but if you don't do it right,
No fire.
it won't hurt that much.
No fire!
So the Hound's fear of fire is one reason to hate his brother. He's disfigured, his face is a mess, especially in the books. People are scared of him.
They're frightening you so much, girl.
Does the Hound frighten you?
I think some of the men are a bit afraid of you.
I'm used to it.
People judge him before knowing him.
Not a man at all. A hound!
You'll die soon enough, dog.
And his behavior and his view of the world reflects this. Like, screw me, screw you.
You want to cut my throat? Get on with it! But don't call me murderer, and pretend that you're not.
House Clegane was built upon dead children. I saw them lay Prince Aegon and Princess Rhaenys before the Iron Throne.
The Hound has always been guilty by association.
Do you take me for my brother? Is being born Clegane a crime?
So yeah, he's got plenty of reasons to hate his big brother. Hate had always been the Hound's fuel.
Hate's as good a thing as any to keep a person going. Better than most.
Don't kill him! Please. Please don't.
But check out this scene from season 4. It's the most important insight into who the Hound really is.
Why?
Thought I stole one of his toys. I didn't steal it, I was just playing with it.
Warning, get out your tissues.
The pain was bad. The smell was worse. But the worst thing was that it was my brother who did it.
Turns out, the Hound had always just been sad. Sad that his big brother hurt him. Sad that the world is built by killers.
Stannis is a killer. The Lannisters are killers. Your father was a killer. Your brother is a killer. Your sons will be killers someday. The world is built by killers. It's plenty worse than me. I just understand the way things are. How many Starks they got to behead before you figure it out?
Killers. Like himself.
You didn't know me back in my time. You don't know the things I've done.
Sad that he's never found love.
I should have fucked her bloody. At least I'd have one happy memory.
He claimed to still be driven by hate.
What kept you going?
Hate.
But at this point, he'd already left behind the dog-head helm, symbolizing that he's no longer the Hound, he's Sandor Clegane.
You're gonna die.
I'm done.
His hate is no longer towards others, like his brother. It's hate towards himself.
Shame was so heavy on me, I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep.
There's no divine justice, you dumb cunt. If there was, you'd be dead. And that girl would be alive.
I don't think you truly mean. You have sad eyes.
If the gods are real, why haven't they punished me?
Sandor comes face to face with his past decisions, thinks he did as the Hound.
Lord Frey committed sacrilege that day. He shared bread and salt with the Starks. He offered them guest right.
Guest right don't mean much anymore.
He judges himself for it.
I'm sorry you're dead. You deserve better.
Now don't get me wrong, he's still a badass and he can still kill. But he's changing.
There was a time I would have killed all 7 of you just to get these 3.
You're getting old, Clegane.
He's not.
He's a broken man that's healing.
I've met better men than you, and they've been hanged from crossbeams or beheaded. So why you? It's my fucking luck I end up with a band of fire worshippers. I don't want to look in the damn flames.
Don't worry, the fire won't bite.
Ray's words live on inside Sandor.
Never too late to stop robbing people, to stop killing people, and start helping people.
It's too late.
It's never too late to come back.
He no longer holds grudges against people who wronged him in the past, like the Lightning Lord or Brienne of Tarth. But most importantly, Sandor no longer hates his brother. It's not that he forgives his brother, it's just Sandor's moved on.
You think you're on your own?
Sandor finally has the thing that his brother took away from him. Family. He's got Sansa and Arya.
Let me wash it out. And help you sew it up at least.
Barrack.
Where's the punishment in that?
They die.
They all bloody die. Except this one here.
We may take the steps, but the Lord of Light
For
clears
fuck's sake, will you shut your hole? This one's been killed 6 times. You don't hear him bitching about it.
Can Tormund.
Were you born mean or you just said wildlings?
I don't give 2 shits about wildlings. It's gingers I hate.
Dick.
Cock.
Dick. I like it.
Bet you do.
These are his new brothers.
Bunch of nances.
The dog finally has a pack.
We are part of something larger than ourselves.
We're all on the same side.
And he has a purpose.
We come across my brother. Maybe we can both cross a name off a list.
But it's not Cleganebowl. That would be a fun fight, and it'd be very fitting for most stories, but this is not most stories. Cleganebowl would be a step backwards for his character arc. The Mountain is already dead, and even if he was not, Sandor has moved on.
Fuck Joffrey. Fuck the Queen.
This next line is not a threat, it's pity.
What did they do to you? Doesn't matter.
Sandor's purpose now is bigger than his own demons.
You can still help a lot more than you've harmed, Clegane. It's not too late for you.
Are we coming with you or not?
Then you want to know what we're doing?
He's no longer driven by hate, he's driven by love. Love for life, love for his new family.
You're with Brienne of fucking Tarth.
Well, not with her yet.
As Osmeralda said on Instagram, Sandor's arc deserves much bigger than a fight versus his brother. In the next video, I'll share proof from all the way back in season 1 that Arya is going to kill the Mountain. So don't worry, we will get a fight, but Sandor will not be involved, because Sandor already won Cleganebowl, which was an emotional struggle in his own heart. Cleganebowl was a hole in his heart where his family used to be.
Lovely little tale of brotherly love.
But as Josh pointed out, if for some reason Sandor does fight Gregor, he will use a fiery sword. Samurai Girl wonders if Sandor will die for Arya, and Vega Sweeney hopes that the Sand theory leads to some lovemaking, some new little pups in her oven, and that if Sandor dies, he dies protecting Sansa.
Well done, Clegane. I didn't do it for you.
The Croc Hunter and I are fully aboard that train, which is why I do not think Sandor will even make it back to King's Landing. Admittedly, this line was ominous that he's gonna die there.
Am I gonna die in this shit city?
Get out your tissues though. It is very likely that Sandor protects Sansa from the army of the dead, and title or not, Sandor's gonna die a true knight in the arms of his little bird as she sings him a swan song.
Gentle mother, font of mercy, save our sons from war, we pray.
One way or another, we should expect Sandor to use a fiery sword in season 8. Imagine him charging into battle with dragons overhead. Epic. But this line here,
you know who's coming for you. You've always known.
Does not refer to himself.
It won't be me.
Or Arya. It refers more generally to the stranger, death. If you don't believe me, go read A Feast for Crows Brand 6. The Hound is dead. He has moved on. If Sandor proactively seeks out Cleganebowl, that would be a major step backwards for a man who has taken major, beautiful steps forward.
You won't hurt me.
No, little bird, I won't hurt you.